And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with the show of madness that may be one of the longest shows we've done to date, only known as Under the Radar. And I got a feeling with the fact with Retromania being well over 56 minutes long, and besides the yesterday's news along with this part of the show here, folks, yeah, this may be the longest episode of Under the Radar we have done to date, but rightfully so. It's rare that we've reached 5 years for a show, with the exception of Music Village and in another 2 years for the Indie Radio Arcade, but still something to celebrate nonetheless. And to keep this celebration rolling, folks, I think it's time for us to check out your screenshots and whatnots from the Twitterverse from this past weekend for another edition of the Four Squared Delight. And the first screenshot that we have up comes from the Twitter page of Zealot Game with their game, Zealot. And the screenshot that they provided for this week shows you fighting a giant oversized dragon that, oh my god, shoots a wall of fire at you for you to step back a couple of inches, and then he would write on the upper hand side of the screen that I got a feeling comes with a medieval voice, choosing when to strike is the key to victory. And you're right on that one, because if he had stayed near that dragon any sooner, he would have been toast. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, which automatically reminds me of a combination of Dragon Heart with a hint of Dragon's Dogma in there as well, that you can actually use some form of element to actually push the fire back toward the said dragon. Yeah. The only thing I really hope for, you can use its fire against them. And I got a feeling with that staff, you probably could. Just need an open opportunity to do so. And the next screenshot that we have up comes from the Twitter page of One Step from Eden and a combination of J10ic or J10GC with their game, One Step from Eden. And the screenshot that they provided for this week shows a girl rocking out on an electric guitar only to shoot lightning waves as she would actually thrash on the guitar as I'm trying to do it myself. Why am I playing an invisible guitar? I don't know. And this screenshot automatically reminds me of Jen, and she was outrageous. Truly, truly outrageous. Just like this awesome screenshot. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that this is one of her special attacks that she can do, almost like Val Allen, a part of the Justice Pals. Yeah, I would love to see if she can use that mighty axe to take out her enemies with lightning bolt attacks, because I got a feeling that's what her main offense is gonna be. Now, I wonder how she's gonna defend herself. What, hold the guitar up in the air and hopefully avoid the shots and collect energy and shoot it back at him? Yeah, that would be pretty cool too. Add that in. And the next screenshot that we have up, besides remembering old classic cartoon shows that never got a spin-off, comes from the Twitter page of S-Bug Games with their game, Laser Spider Pal, or Laser Spider Playground. Thank you for the correction, Maestro. And this screenshot for this week shows our spider friend here trying to wrap up a whole bunch of flies in an allotted time, all while making webbing that he can jump from place to place to make sure that these flies don't escape. And on a couple of occasions, a couple of the flies are able to wiggle out, only for the spider to leap back into action, punch it in the face, and then wrap it back into the webbing, all before the screen would go black, because I think it's mealtime after that. And this screenshot automatically reminds me of Charlotte's Web with a little hint of National Geographic, with the fact that I got a feeling that this is probably based off of it. And here's hoping in the near future that this game actually allows you to be different types of spiders fighters to improve the strength of the webbing just in case the flies escape. Yeah. Even though I hate spiders, I do respect them in some way, shape, or form, that they can actually use a webbing that could be strong enough for a bulletproof vest. And I heard that during National Geographic, Maestro, before you start to say, how did you know that? Well, Nat Geo, folks. It helps you out in a lot in life. And the next screenshot that we have up, besides National Geographic factoids, comes from the Twitter page of Hi, my name is Matt. Very familiar. With their game, Feral Edge, or Vernal Edge. Oh, Maestro said that this was the same game we mentioned on the show last year during our 4-year anniversary. Nice! And this screenshot that they provided for this game that they've officially named and has a claim to fame as well shows our hero making its way through a makeshift castle only to get interrupted by a whole bunch of skeletorial soldiers that would pop up from out of nowhere. And this game reminds us automatically of, for some strange reason, I would say a little bit of a side-scrolling version of Soul Calibur if they had a story mode where you would fight regular enemies, and a little hint of the Dragon Slayer. And the only reason we say that, folks, is because this guy does look like some form of King Arthur unguarded swordsman, and the fact that he would write above was sick today and a little bit late for Screenshot Saturday, don't worry, buddy, you're not late according to us, you're right on time. And here's hoping in the near future for this game, besides getting a chance to use a sword like that, they also give you an option of using a long sword to take out enemies from far range, along with, I guess, a dagger to quickly take out your enemies to run toward the end. Cause I got a feeling there's a time limit of some sort to make your way through this level before the princess gets taken away by some giant oversized dragon that I got a feeling is gonna be involved in this game. Cause with games like this, there's always a dragon. Yeah, put that on a plaque, Maestro, because it's true. And the last but not least screenshot that we have up for this week comes from the Twitter page of Jordy_J_S with his screenshot from the video game Arbiter. And a prime example that dragons are in games like this, folks, the screenshot that they would provide for this week shows our hero trying to take on a dragon and hit him with a lightning hit combo, only for the dragon to actually snatch him up, slam him on the ground like a basketball, throw him away, trying to shoot a lightning blast for him to reflect it back at the dragon, and then go in for a couple of more pop shots before zipping back to make sure that he doesn't get hit. And the one thing he would say right above the screenshot is parry everything. And with the fact that I'm currently replaying Final Fantasy 15, that advice is very sound. And this game automatically reminds me, and still does, of one game of Tales of Zestiria, and a little hit now of Final Fantasy with the fact that you can parry attacks into other attacks. Nice. And oh, I almost forgot to mention, this dragon dug underground to make sure he could get the, surprise attack on him, but he was ready. He was ready. And here's hoping in the near future for this game that if you block enough attacks, or at least absorb energy from these said attacks, you can use it as a super attack to take out this said dragon once and for all. Or at least get the ability to grab the dragon by the tail, almost circa Super Mario 64, and swing it away before slamming it into the ground. Get a little bit of payback from that dragon grabbing you and basically bouncing you off the ground like a basketball. Cause that was disrespectful, really was. And if you guys want to check out any other cool screenshots and whatnots from the Twitterverse from this past weekend and beyond, you can head on over to the Twitter pages of not only Octocurio, Oliver Snyder's, Indie Rhymes, Shot_Games, or even playing indies or under the hashtag of Screenshot Saturday. But if you guys want to check out the screenshots that we liked for this week and get an interpretation of it for yourselves, you can head on over to our Twitter page, only known as the 00Agent0012, where Maestro made a screenshot folder that he's calling Screenshot Anniversary Christmas. Because he's reminding me that Christmas is in the middle of this week for this year, because we completely forgot with how crazy things have been going on, especially with this anniversary show. It happens. And with that said, folks, we might as well head back to this music, and when we return, we'll be back with another bone-breaking edition of the Wild World of Stunts right after this. So don't touch that dial just yet, folks, and stay tuned.